Hello and welcome to another video. So in this plan with me, I am planning the week of June the 29th through July the 5th, and this is a big week. So I have already whited out everything here. I decided that I didn't want to have to rely on the times this week. It just wasn't going to be the most helpful for me because I wasn't sure how anything that I needed to get done next week was really going to lay out hour by hour. I just wanted a place where I could have the week at a glance. I could jot down to-dos that I had to do, maybe appointments, things like that, but not have to feel like I need to map out my day by day or hour by hour. So I whited everything out, and it just blows my mind that this week is already here because this is the week that I move. And so another thing that's important to note about this spread is that I filmed it pretty early. Usually I film my weekly plan with me's like the Friday or Saturday before the week, and this time I filmed it on Wednesday or Thursday, I think, a little early because I wanted to get everything that I needed, all of my supplies and stuff. I wanted to film the videos that I needed those supplies for so that I could start packing them up. So that's what you see here. Another thing you might see is that I have a band-aid on my hand because I got attacked by my cheese grater. I was trying to grate some cheese and my hand slipped and it hurt, but it's not that bad. The band-aid is just there because it was not super bad, but also not that great. So that's what's going on in this video. Now that that's out of the way, I am going to move into the time lapse. Alright, so we are now back into the familiar 3 times speed territory. And the big tie-in that I had for this spread was that I really wanted to use holographic foil. I haven't used it in a while, and for me, it's very much a summertime kind of foil color. And we're almost in the middle of the summer and I haven't used it. So I knew I wanted to use some holographic foil. And I also really wanted to use this Pool Floaty Washi tape that I have down at the bottom. It's from the Simply Gilded sub box, June 2019, I believe. And I never use it. I mean, I don't go to pools or anything like that, but I really wanted to make this theme scream summer and like pool time. I don't know why. Those are usually themes that I feel are overdone and I have no interest in doing, but this week I was really feeling it, and I think it's in part because I've really been feeling this summer. It has been really hot. We're about to move, and so we've also got this long basically road trip ahead of us, you know, like we're not doing it for leisure and we're not going to make pit stops more often than we absolutely have to. But my boyfriend and I are going to be in a car and we're going to be driving for a really long time and like watching things through the window and like seeing new stuff. So that's pretty exciting. It would be more exciting if we could like really take our time and stop places, but obviously it's not safe to just tourist around. But still, like I'm really looking forward to it. And so I really wanted this spread to be real like summery. So I was inspired by that washi at the bottom, and then I pulled everything in from that. So I started with that washi. I added a 10mm holographic bow washi on top of it. At the top in the header section, I've put this 5mm inverted holographic bow washi, and then I picked a blue fine liner to write in, which is also different. Normally I write exclusively in black ink, but this week I thought, you know what? I'm going to use my blue fine liner to bring in more of the blue and just to have a bit more fun with it, especially since there weren't a lot of things that I knew I could write down right now, but I still wanted this spread to be like engaging and interesting. So I put this down in blue, and the first thing I knew I needed to do is Monday is when we pick up our U-Haul truck. So that's the first thing I wrote in. I still don't know the time for that. I need to get in contact with the people at U-Haul to really confirm all of that, but that's the pickup day. And then another thing I knew I really wanted to do is Tuesday we're moving. We're packing up our apartment and we're going to start driving. I don't know when we're going to do all of that. I know early in the morning we're hoping to leave, or at least before noon, but that's pretty up in the air. So rather than try to schedule like movers get here this time, we spend this much time packing, we start driving here, I just wanted to use these letters from my All in a Season Happy Planner book to map out this whole day as moving day. This is when we are packing up everything and we are heading out. And I thought that was so much fun because there aren't a lot of cases where I get to use these letter stickers, and I kind of like them. I like that they give me the opportunity to have a big bold letter without having to draw it out, because that would be tedious and it probably would not look as good. So that's what I marked on Tuesday. And then I wanted to have something on Wednesday as well, because Wednesday we get to our apartment, but like, again, we're not really doing anything. We're just trying to get there, hopefully by 4 o'clock, so that we can talk to the lease office before they close. But the actual timeline of the day is not clear. It's just we're getting to the apartment. Then I had to figure out how to word everything and space out the letters, taking into account the letters that I still had left. And so ultimately I decided to label Tuesday as apartment arrival, just because that's the day that we actually get to the apartment on July the 1st. But because I started to run out of letters, notably A's, I went to a slightly different sheet in my sticker book. Their sections are organized by like seasons. So there's a set of springtime stickers, and then after that a very similar set of summertime stickers. And so there are like 3 or 4 sets of alphabet stickers with slightly different colorways. And Arrival came from the summer colorway, and it has a holographic outline. And so boom, more holographic foil and bonus letters. I really liked how it came out. And then I just used this like wave washi tape to add a bit more like space, like just take up the space. But then I was so excited to take up all this space, I forgot that I do have an appointment on Tuesday, which is that from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. is when the moving help we hired is going to be here. And that's important because I have to be awake at 9 and ready to go to help organize everything and make sure that we really get to moving, so that hopefully by 11 everything is packed. Then the other thing I knew was going to happen on the 29th is that that's the day we really have to finish packing. There are some things, you know, that like aren't going to get packed until the morning of the 30th, like the bed that I'm going to sleep on the night of the 29th. But for the most part, all of our packing needs to be done on the 29th. And here you see a camera shift and a lighting shift because I actually filmed this in 2 parts and stepped away and came back and thought, okay, I'm going to finish this now. But what I didn't know was that by the end of this video, the sun was going to be working against me. So I apologize for the lighting change you will see. Nature, am I right? It's just there outside the window. And the shadows get crazy later. You'll see. So I marked that, and then I also marked that my plan with me for the week of June the 22nd goes up on Monday. And then I put this little bow washi divider to make a list specific to a couple of things that I needed to do and confirm for the move, which the finished packing should have gone under this list, but I didn't think about it when I put it together. So other things that I made sure to note was that I need to get a money order because that is due when we get there on the 1st, and the apartment only accepts payments in money order for the first month's rent. And then I need to confirm with the movers and make sure that when we get to Ohio, the moving help we've hired over there has a specific time that they're going to try to be there. And then I want to confirm and make sure I've printed my hotel confirmation for the night of the 30th because we are driving over 2 days. Then over on the 2nd, on Thursday, I started to letter in the words settle in. And I wanted it to take a lot of space because I didn't want to plan a lot for Thursday. Like, we're just going to get there and start unpacking, hopefully get our internet set up, like take things real slow. I did not want to set up anything at this point for Thursday. However, I hate the way I lettered that. So I'll fix it later. You'll see how it all works out. I put in another little divider and then made this checklist thingy just to mark that the 2nd I wanted to work on internet. I thought that this would be the day we went out to like find the internet or call the internet people to start getting things set up. But then when I'm filming this voiceover on June the 26th, I called the electric company to get set up. And they had this whole system where like I set up my electric account and then they sent me over to this connections other company thing and they set me up with internet. So that was super convenient because now on the 2nd, all our internet equipment is just going to arrive with setup instructions. And hopefully that means that we don't have to like not have internet for a while, because I mean, like there are worse things than not having internet, but it is one of like the main things that I use for entertainment and work and like everything, you know. The internet's pretty big, so I didn't want to be without it for too long, and now it's all set up. And so hopefully that transition isn't going to be too difficult. Then with more big letters at the bottom, I wrote out the words unpack and used some washi tape for more decoration just to mark that Thursday through Sunday and into the next week. But at least starting here, unpacking was going to be one of our biggest like to-dos and goals, because I am really set on making this apartment look like an apartment. I mean, right now our apartment is half boxes we've never unpacked, half a smattering of furniture that my boyfriend's parents just brought over, like they had it in their garage or something when we moved into our first apartment, and it's nice, but it's not necessarily what I would have picked out. Plus a complete lack of storage spaces, you know, like not enough cabinets and drawers and things like that, and nothing on the walls, like no decorations. And so what I really want to do in this new apartment, because I really hope we're going to be there for a while, is actually take the time to curate it a little bit, you know, like put stuff up on the walls and add a few more drawers, maybe some shelving, maybe change out something that we were given for something that we select that will match something in particular that we're looking for. Like I don't even know what I would get. Probably really what I want is another bookshelf, but we'll see, you know. But to put effort into that, but the first step is to make sure that we unpack. So that's what that was about. Then over on the sidebar, I used this really long sticker to just have a place to add to-do lists for the week. And I really liked that this Happy Planner book has this unicorn floaty because it ties in the floaty at the bottom in the washi tape. And then I finally decided that the way I lettered settle in was not the way to go, and I re-lettered it in this like mostly half box. I guess it's like a tall half box over on Thursday. And now I really go in to just add decoration and extra spaces to write things. So I put that bold and brave sticker on Thursday. And then over on Friday, I added a checklist sticker, and on Friday, a today sticker. And I just really like how this spread came out. On the weekend, I put this big wording that says wander often, wonder always. And I thought that that was super applicable to us moving and hopefully like staying there for a while. I can't express how excited I am not to move every year. I've moved every year, either from dorm to dorm or apartment to apartment or city to city every year for the past 5 years, and I am tired. So hopefully we will get to be here a while. Then I found these really cute rainbow stickers, and I decided to add a couple of those because I wanted to bring in a bit more color. I was leaning really heavily into the teal, but the word stickers are rainbow colored, so I added the rainbows to tie those in. Then I added a "You've Got This" sticker and a half box to Monday. Over on Saturday and Sunday, I had too much space there, but I didn't know what I wanted to put over there. I finally decided on this full box sticker thing that's like blank, so there's still space to write, but it's purple and it's got a cute ice cream cone. And then a quarter box at the top of Sunday for some extra notes or whatever I decide to write up there. And I spent a long time flipping through my sticker book, but ultimately I decide on these little birds for Saturday that I turned into basically bullet points, and I spaced them out. One, because I didn't think I'd have a ton to write on Saturday, and then two, to make them look nice. And then on Thursday, I add 3 little hearts to add more bullet space list and kind of organize whatever I ultimately end up writing there. And this is my spread. So we're basically done. I add a couple more elements, but this was really fun to put together and I really like how it looks and I'm really excited to use it. Thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you next time. Bye!